of your worshippers are guaranteed. Did you get that now?
So the security of the worshipers,
Yeah.
the worshipers are responsible for their own security.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's too much responsibility. And I just
Okay.
laugh because on my
Okay.
job,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a real stickler. I'm if it comes my way, I'm one of the ones that's gonna deny it or block it, and I always say
Okay.
if I'm managing the email system and if I'm, just digging or finding out if something is secure or if it's something that's phishing or something that's trying to take over the network, if it's legitimate, and then if I have to find out that it was a user that used the company email for,
Okay.
say, eBay or something, I will politely say, within the notes,
Okay.
next time, please, use your own system for personal, because I'm like, I have to do all this research to find out this is a personal matter. So it's a personal matter if you're attending worship online. It's not the minister, the pastor, or the leadership's responsibility to make sure you're secure while viewing them. That's a whole different lawsuit within itself. I'm sure that someone somewhere one day will raise that. Well, I was watching you and my internet went out. Okay. You'd be surprised at some of the litigations and legalities that take place. But yeah, the using is secure itself. I'm dead set against open Wi-Fi. That's my number one rule: is don't use open Wi-Fi. That's 99% of your battle with your phone being hacked or your Facebook Messenger, Instagram accounts, any of those. 99% is the fact that you went somewhere and you logged into open Wi-Fi, and that's a floodgate. That's definitely an interest way. I've accidentally, at times I forget myself, and I just clicked right off. But if you have to use it, I've always mentioned, if you have to use open Wi-Fi, just browse the news websites, check the weather, that's fine. But if you have to log into a system or anything with logins or personal information, don't do it when you're on open Wi-Fi. And then I guess it's maybe necessary for me to go a step further and explain that open Wi-Fi is a form or a way to, I'm really saying this in layman terms. Open Wi-Fi is a connection to the internet, an internet connection that's free usually. It's a free connection, but it's not secure. When you're at home and you have Wi-Fi through a major provider, your connection is secure, meaning it's password secure. Someone driving by, stop by your home. Now it should be secure. Now let me make that clear. Your connection at home should be secure. That eliminates people war driving and see where open Wi-Fi connection is and connecting to your internet. That's if you're, that's 99% of your problem right there. There are many other ways you can protect yourself, not just, if we're discussing the church, if you're watching church or you're commenting, you just want to make sure you're using your own account and your own personal computer. I think everyone needs their own profile within a computer, on a computer. Now with my computer, I have a computer. I don't let anyone log in. I don't even think I will let head of state log into it, But I do have some others I don't mind as much, but just me being me and who I am and my line of work, I really don't like people to log into my computers. I don't like people to use my computers. That's just my thing. I'm the one if you're coming back at me, I'm gonna close it. It's nothing, it's just a habit. I'm not nothing personal, but if I'm on it and I can just really, maybe I'm not even doing anything of significance, but it's just a habit. If you're walking back at me and my laptop is open, I'm going to shut it. And but so maybe forming better habits. And then if you are attending church online and via the internet at home, make it a the habit of locking your screen when you walk away. That eliminates someone coming up actually commenting on the service or something, or saying something that you definitely don't want broadcasted, and your name is, you're logged into the session with your name. That covers you as well.
I think those insights will sure help, especially when you mentioned that once you're not on your laptop, it's always good you lock your screen just to ensure it's secure. Wow, that's a lot of information you gave there. Are there any additional points you'd like to add?
And I guess the locking of the screen, really, as I think about it, it's kind of like everything in life, really. Like, it's you know, you're building your career, you have certain experiences that you build on. And the locking of the screen, I worked for a company called Harley Davidson. They manufactured motorcycles. And I remember there was a situation, they were really big on locking your screen. So I forgot, something happened. I had a call, I walked away from my screen. And then when I got back, someone taped on my screen, they put my name, Kenya, blah, 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 walked away from her screen and did not lock her computer. It was like a huge, like a 3 foot by 3 foot board, you know, and taped it on my screen. I was like, oh my, I think that was the last time I didn't lock it. But they were really big on it. And wow, yeah, it's been quite a journey. As I think about a lot of experience I've had, they really come to my consciousness as I speak on a lot of these things. A lot of, you know, from working with Swiss Bank, I remember their office was just like beautiful. The chairs, just like the finest of leather, the carpet. And what they did was they did the trading. They were like professional traders, and I came in and had to swap out their systems. It was like a midnight to 5 a.m., I believe. And that's what we did. It was like 5 or 6 of us, and we swapped out all their systems and networks. And that entailed I had to get under the table and swap out. And you know, I think that was the last time I did that. I don't like to get on my knees unplugging. I'm past that now.
Yeah, I get it.
That's when I was starting out. I don't have to do that anymore. No.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just teasing. But absolutely, it's been a pleasure. I've had a very long day. I work a second shift, and then I had a first shift job. I'm just really need to unwind and get ready to do my readings I do every night, and go over the latest notes of what's going on with the latest NFTs and Bitcoin values. I have some Bitcoin, and I want to see how that's growing. I need to check on the latest technology with the televisions. I have some calls I need to return, and they know that, like, if I'm a caller. If I call you back, it's usually like 10:30, 11, and then that's it. And then I get up tomorrow and do it all over again. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I really enjoy the field that I'm in, and I would like to definitely keep growing, evolving, learning, not making, mistakes is a part of it, but I definitely do not want to if it's avoidable. But I'm really on the path out. I'm coming for that number one spot. Elon Musk and all the other big boys sitting at the table. I'm coming for the number one spot.
Yeah, sure.
We are. It's we, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's we.
Sure.
Okay.
I like your spirit.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That's pretty good. Wow, this has been an interesting session. Thank you so much once again, Kenya. All right. Is there any parting words as I end the session? Is there any other thing you'd like to add?
Wow, no, just my audience. I have some really solid followers, and usually people that ask me questions, they I guess they really just believe and know that I'm going to give them the absolute best knowledge possible. I do know a lot about a lot of different systems and networks and technologies.
Yeah, you sure do.
I would just say I want to continue to do more talks on more specific types of in demand, like the NFTs, the Bitcoins. I'm just really realizing a lot of people don't understand it or really don't have anyone to talk to about it. My
Yeah.
son, he got paid the other day, and he wanted to buy some Bitcoins, and he said, well, he wasn't sure how to use it. And I was like, okay, well, I have an app
Mhm.
just for my credit union. You can just, you want to just start with $20 or $30, or, it's accessible. There's so many ways, but I understand a lot of people, this isn't necessarily a mainstream conversation. And even if it is, a lot of times if it's not, you have to circle back. That's when people quite say, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Here, you do it for me. And that's usually where it lands with me. Even if I say, well, just it's simple, just do the, well, can you, what, just can you do it for me? But
Okay.
I think I don't mind doing it, but I think you do have to really have some understanding of it. I spoke with someone today, and she was asking me about remoting into a system,
Okay.
how it worked. And I showed her, I said, look, this is what it looks like when I'm remoting in someone's system. This is what I see on my end. And there's a feature where you can see me when I'm remoted into your system, which is for the consumer market. Then there's another feature that you cannot see me or any of us that we are remoted into your system if it's a business market. There's two different markets. Like if you're home, you want to know if someone's on your system. But in a business, someone comes and say, Kenya, I want you to monitor this. They're not going to, the employees will not know when someone's on your system. I've done this plenty of times at work. They had no idea that I was on their system. That's a whole different conversation. But yeah, just look forward to more talks, more extensive talks, direct. I'm going to give a lot of detailed technical information, and I'm going to have it presented in a way that you understand it, where you can actually apply it to your life, go out and buy Bitcoin, or learn different ways of how you can buy a home on eBay, or maybe how to secure your home Wi-Fi, or how to connect your garage sensor to your car. When you buy a car, there's a sensor at the top that you can program. Just simple things like that. And another thing I'm going to actually go into more of is how technology can help you, like in everyday life. More, you have the Hey Google, you have the Alexa, you have so many connected devices, you have so many things that are just going to be at home. They call it smart home, and you have to know how to use these different services and devices. So I'm going to provide more of that type of high technical information at a rate or at a level that you can understand it.
Yeah, I think that would really be helpful. One thing I love about like your person is a lot, right, from your experiences, and like you mentioned, a lot of this stuff should be useful for a lot of people, right? Because finding this information on their own could be a lot, but if you can break it down like you've been doing, right, in very simple terms, it could help a lot of people, myself inclusive. So I look forward to more of these talks as well. So, and I believe a lot of our audience also look forward to more. So, wow, it's been an amazing session. Thank you once again, Kenya. I'll look forward to the next discussion as well. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. All right. Have a lovely evening then.
You too. Thank you. That was nice. Thank you.
Okay. All right.